Hey, I'm Jon Gordon. I'm so fired up to be on the Mo Show, the place where you will find great information, amazing content, and inspiration for your life.
Hello and welcome to the Mo Show. We are joined by best-selling author and world-renowned speaker, Jon Gordon. And if you're listening to this, you've probably read one of Jon's 15 books. He's inspired readers and audiences around the world with 5 bestsellers: The Energy Bus, The Carpenter, The Power of Positive Leadership, Training Camp, You Win in the Locker Room First. He's done them all. He's been on the Today Show, CNN, CNBC, numerous magazines and newspapers. His clients include the Dodgers, the Falcons, Clemson Football, Southwest Airlines, Northwestern Mutual, and many more. Jon, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Well, thanks, Matt. Appreciate you having me.
You got it. So let's jump right in here. What do you think is the competitive advantage that separates you from everyone else and has allowed you to write multiple best-selling books already?
Well, I appreciate that's very nice in terms of a compliment in that way in terms of separation, but I don't really, ever really compare myself to anyone else. I think we're all different. We're all here to share certain messages and write certain books. I just know for me, I found the kind of book I was meant to write, the style that I was meant to write. I never thought I would even write a book years ago. And so to write the books I've written and to be able to do this work is just something that I'm thankful for. Again, don't compare yourself to anyone else. There are people that I look up to as writers and speakers. Patrick Lencioni, who wrote 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, and Ken Blanchard, and people like that. I have to find my own path and my own way and do the work that I'm meant to do in the way I'm meant to do it.
Sure. Within all of that, what's one of the biggest challenges that you're facing today?
One of the biggest challenges I'm facing today, I would say it's a good challenge. I don't even want to call it a challenge, but I'm just getting so busy, and I have a lot of requests, to speak and to do Skypes and podcasts and things like this. And I appreciate the work that you're doing, by the way. So like I was just telling you, I have to do this. Well, I should say I have to. I get to do this, right? The no complaining rule. I get to use my own advice. Then I get to do a 4:30 interview with a girls basketball team. Couldn't say no to them, right? They're using the book and they want to Skype, and okay, I'll find time. And then at 5 o'clock, I'm interviewing someone for Positive University. And plus, I just came from a meeting, had to, rush back because I was just in an in-person meeting. And I think, again, I'm just like a lot of people right now. That just seems like there's just so much going on and so busy. And I would say that's the biggest challenge, to find that creative time to still be able to write and have those thoughts that allow you to do this work and create great content in the midst of all the busyness. And I find with social media, managing Twitter, and then the Skypes and the speaking, I'm just like, I know I want to write the next book, The Power of a Positive Team. And all right, I just need to breathe. Like I just need to relax and breathe right now. And it's hard to find that space. But I want to say I'm grateful though that I, get to do this, because I dreamed about doing this, right? So, you have this vision of doing this and then you're living it and you're like, oh, it's all, so I wouldn't have any other way. I must say that. I've just got to learn maybe to say no a little bit more, or find a little time to create that rhythm. So again, that's no one else's fault, and I wouldn't change it. I would much rather be busy and demand than someone who no one ever wanted to call, because, when I first started. So if you're wanting to do this, if you have a vision for doing this, I want to encourage you, just keep working at it, and then don't complain when you get to do it.
I can relate with you there. What's one thing that you've done to build such a strong and recognizable personal brand?
I would say, doing the newsletter was key over these years, and writing a weekly positive tip every week since 2002. So a lot of people have started a newsletter in the last couple of years, a blog, but again, I've been doing it now for 15 years, every week for 15 years, and I always write it myself. I think that's been important. I think that I know what my core message is around positivity. It's about showing up every day and doing the work and being true to yourself and to others and the message that you're meant to share, and not wavering. So continue to share the message, continue to do the work, not always looking for something else and something better, really knowing that this is my purpose, this is my calling, and I'm going to continue to do the work that then just keeps on getting out there and reaching more people. So I think it's been consistency. It's been knowing the core. It's been constantly sharing valuable information, providing value, not always asking for something, but providing value, and then allowing people to use your resources that for the greater good and to help them.
Sure. You've had the Jon Gordon Companies now. What's one thing you wish you knew before you set out, building an actual business with this?
I wouldn't change a thing. There's nothing I wish I knew. I sort of saw it evolve. I knew I wanted to write and speak. I can make this company much bigger, but I know that I want to write and speak, and I don't want to run a company. I know that's what I don't want. I want to do what I love, and I'll wind up becoming a CEO and not someone who loves to write and speak. So the company right now is very manageable. It's a lot of independent people. We have consultants and speakers and trainers, and I have a few people that work with me directly on my team, and really that is very easy and manageable to handle right now. As we grow and grow, it's something that I'm contemplating in the future that I'll probably need to bring on a COO or something, but I know that I want to do what I want to do, and I know that's not run a company. I know that I want to make a difference and write and speak, and that's why I'm here, so I will stick to that.
Okay. What are you most excited about in the next 6 months?
The next 6 months, I'm excited about, writing The Power of a Positive Team, finding that space when things slow down, probably second week in December. And from that time till January 6th, to really write this book, going out to Los Angeles, going to spend a few weeks out there with my family. I'll write in the mornings, hang out with them during the day, write a little bit at night. So I'm looking forward to that quiet time and that stillness, hopefully, to be able to write this book. I'm excited about that.
Sure. All right, Jon. Well, this is what we call the 60-second blitz. I'm going to give you a few popular buzzwords, and I'd just like you to give me the first thing that comes to mind when you hear these topics. The Carpenter.
The Carpenter. Building greatness by loving, serving, and caring. It's about putting your heart, your soul, your spirit, and passion into what you're meant to do.
Energy bus.
Staying positive through all the negativity, through all the adversity, and all the challenges. You have to stay positive on this journey. And then as you become a more positive leader, you help others become positive on their journey. It's the first book I wrote. It's the most popular. It's something that, again, is near and dear to my heart. And I just love the way people connect with this message of positivity. Rejected by over 30 publishers. It's been exciting to see the impact it's had over the years. Now it's sold over 1 million copies. It just reached 1 million domestically, maybe 1.5 international or more, I don't know. But, again, just so excited the way that this book has been used and has gotten out there.
Sure. Your favorite social media platform?
Twitter.
What does it mean to be an entrepreneur?
Risk, courage, boldness, failure, grit.
Meraki.
Yeah. Learned about that word a couple of years ago, and I just fell in love with that word. Sounds like it's a Japanese word, but it's actually a Greek word. It means to do something with love, with soul. It means to leave a piece of yourself in your work. It means to leave something behind. And I believe we can all live with meraki, right? Put our soul into our work, leave something behind, leave a piece of ourselves in our work, and leave a legacy.
The best.
The best. Matt Morse. The best. When I hear the best, I think of Dabo Swinney in Clemson, and him using training camp in 2011. Didn't even know he was using it. Every week he would take his team through the characteristics of what the best do better than everyone else from training camp. He's also doing that this year as well. Exciting to know that he read that book and used it And it's just been this journey of Clemson in my life and the impact it's had on my life and the difference it's made in my own life. My daughter's at Clemson. My son is now going to go there and be on the tennis team. So really, again, when I think of the best, I think of that experience. I think of training camp, and I think of everyone striving for greatness to be all that they're meant to be. I mean, Dabo basically said we're going to strive for greatness, and best is the standard here at Clemson, and we're going to work to be the best. And I think we can all work to do that.
Lifestyle.
How you approach life and what you value, what's important. Lifestyle could be different for everyone. Do you want to go on vacation a lot? Do you want to work a lot? What kind of lifestyle do you want to create for yourself? Like, I know for me, the kind of lifestyle I wanted to create was not something where I'd go to an office every day. We have people on my team who actually work from their homes. We don't have an office. Everybody works for their homes because everybody wanted that. I said, hey, do we want to get an office? Like, no. We like working from our homes. Okay, well then let's keep it. Sometimes I feel like it'd be great to have an office, but if I'm on the road all the time, it's hard for me to be there anyway. And they didn't want an office. So we created a lifestyle that people can have while they're working with us.
Sure. Awesome. Thanks so much, Jon. Keep up the great work. Thanks again for stopping by the Mo Show. Listeners, make sure you go check him out at jongordon.com and also on social media. Thanks a lot, Jon.
Thanks, man. I love that idea of the Mo Show. I love the brand, the name. That's really, really cool.